I wanted to make a mini album using this Snap Flipbooks by Simple Stories. It's a 10 pocket pages. It's called a flipbook. They have them from the Snap. It's a 6x8 flipbook. So it's like a mini album basically. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to record this day that we went to the Denver Botanical Gardens. I have the date here somewhere, but now I don't know where I left it. Anyway, this is the notebook, and it has this bracket here. I don't know what they're called anymore. I don't remember, but it's basically like a brad. And what you do is you open this side of the brad, and then you open this side of the brad, and then you can add pages, and then you can rearrange the album pages the way you like. Right now, they're all kind of in order in the way that they packaged it. So they have the 3 of the large 6x8 filler pages, and then they have, I'm gonna wreck that thing if I'm not careful with it. Then they have these 3 that have 4x6 horizontally pages. Then I have 2, what is that? Yeah, 2 of these that have a 4x6, and then 2x3 or 3, yeah, 2x3. And then I have 2 of these that have 4 3x4 pockets. 3x4, that's what they are. So this is a 3x4 as well. Anyway, I'm going to intersperse these into the album and use them as pocket pages, of course. But then I also pulled out all of my fall stuff so that I can, I pulled out my fall stuff and some of my Day of the Dead paper stuff, because this was during a day that they were having the Day of the Dead, some of the Catrinas on display. And if you don't know what a Catrina is, I'll show the pictures later on. For now, I'm just going to show you what I have pulled. I do want to get using some of this stuff because I haven't been scrapbooking lately, and so I just wanted to quickly show what I have. I do have this chipboard accents page. I don't know how much of this I am going to use. I do want to use some of it. I'm going to try and use as much as I can. I really like these little word flashcards. There's a banner here, and you know, they have autumn leaves and stuff like that. I really like that wood grain camera. The pumpkin possibly, and then I do love these acorns and leaves. And so I'll try to use as much as I can. I do have some Simple Stories paper. This is from Jen Hadfield. And then I guess I have the names of the collections, the papers of the collections that I have. So if anything, that's what I have in said collections. I might end up using some of these cut aparts that are in the back of these. So there's that I Love Family by Lori Whitlock. This is Fall is in the Air by Alicia Whitcomb. And so I have these collections, A Perfect Autumn by Lori Whitlock as well. And then since I have those paper collections, I have the sticker sheets and the Story of Fall. I don't remember having the collection paper for that one, but those are what they look like. And these are some of those papers. I'm just going to do a quick flip through of them. Of course, I'm not going to have a chance to use everything in this, but I wanted to have the option of incorporating different colors and different moods. The Catrinas that are being displayed, they're all colorful, and it's at a botanical garden. So there's different types of colors in the pictures themselves. So I want it to be just as colorful. I don't know if I'm going to use any of this, but I do have some Halloween collections that would also go real well with this. I do like these papers. These have a harvest moon and all that. Probably won't be using those specifically, but these with the colors and the clouds, the trees are really nice. The stars I like. And then these are Disney papers. I don't think I'm going to use any of that or this. But if I do have like pumpkins, maybe even a headstone, because the Day of the Dead is like a day of remembrance for your loved ones that have passed on. So I might end up using some of that wherever I can. And like I said, I do have sticker pages from notebook paper or from paper stacks, I mean. And then I do have this Halloween set. I like the oranges, of course. And then I'm going to also flip through this stuff because that's just all Halloween things. I don't think I'm going to be using much of any of that. But I have it out because the colors, especially in the spooky collection, I do love the floral. I don't know that I'll use it because it has that gold foiled spider web, but I do like that grid orange this fall with the houses one. Just the basic ones are really good, are really appropriate for that day, because it's not exactly, and then it repeats itself. It's not exactly a Halloween holiday. I'll probably do the same thing with this fabulous one. I do like that floral paper there. I'm not going to flip through it because it's just a lot of the same things. It does have these cute little floral stickers that I might end up using as well. And I don't know if I can use any of these word stickers. And then I do have the last stack that I have here. I have a couple of these sheets where it's a Day of the Dead, Dia de los Muertos paper. I found those two at an art swap. And then I found this one last year sometime in at Michael's, I believe. Michael's or Joann's? Recollection. So I think it's Michael's. But I saw that and I really liked it. And it has kind of that, it really has that look that I'm referring to. There's even some cut aparts, and that might be cute to use for journaling. I really like that paper. So I don't know if I'm going to mix both the fall and the Dia de los Muertos themed papers. I think I will, only because I do like, it did happen during the fall, and I do like the theme of the Dia de los Muertos stuff. I pulled also some stamps. I have all of my fall and Halloween stuff over on that side, and all of this is going to go into that IKEA organizer that I used to use to hold monthly kits. So for now, I have these. I pulled these, and then of course, like I said, more journaling spots. Some are of that pretty color, and then these are Curator's Meadow ephemera bits. I have two of those nature study ones. I didn't know, so I'm gonna be able to use that a little more freely. This is from the Crafty Garden by Katie Petite. Some rub-on transfers. The Meadow, that's the Curator's Meadow, and this one is the Vintage Artistry Nature Study one, which I really like. And then I have a couple of these buttons that I really want to use for this. I thought they were super cute. I have these transparencies. I don't know if I'm going to use this at all. I might give it a shot. And then this doesn't really coincide with this, but once I put the papers down and in different pages, I don't really care that it's like one look in one page and then a different look in another. As long as it's more or less cohesive. I do like the leaves and the pumpkins, of course, and the flowers, the florals. So I might end up using these. I also have a lot of the laser cuts from 49 and Market that I might pull from. I don't have those out here. I have some of the, I also have these Stop the Blur kits that I want to use, or I can use if I want to, in the same color story. I also have these scrap pieces of paper from other fall collections that I have. So I'll be using that. This is the introductory video, and then the next one will be how I'm going to lay out the photos in my album, and then where and how many pages that's going to take. So I'll see you in the next video. Bye.